Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me today in this new session where I share information about sustainable weight loss. In the last video, we talked about baby steps, little things you could do or incorporate in your life to help you in your weight loss journey. Today, I want to talk about 3 things that I had to let go, to be able to sustain my weight loss. These are sugar, salt, and oil. Some people just refer to them as SOS free. Yeah, the initials. Cancer feeds on sugar, but above that, it causes other issues in your body. So I had to get rid of sugar and just replace it with something entirely different. I went for dates. I'm going to show you. I use this to sweeten my food now. So if I'm making cakes or baking anything, I use dates. If I'm making a smoothie or just even to sweeten my oatmeal, I use dates instead of sugar. I'm sure everybody can find dates wherever they are. Yeah, dates are healthy and they have fiber. Sugar will cause inflammation and open the door for diseases in your body. So I had to get rid of sugar because I love sweet things. I had to get rid of sugar and just use dates. Today, dates are my go-to sweetener. And then salt. How much salt do you put in your food? We eat a lot of salt. So, and not just like the salt that you add to your food when you cook, but there's the hidden salt that comes from processed food, packaged foods, canned foods, that we don't even factor into our daily consumption of salt. So I found out that I was eating a lot of salt and I had to make changes. Salt also creates problems for you. There's some doctors that say without salt there will be no high blood pressure. I know it's not that simple, but salt also plays a huge part. So I had to look for ways to reduce my salt. I cut out the processed food. Yeah, and the only canned food that I still use is like the beans, the chickpeas. I love chickpeas. So sometimes I buy the canned version and I rinse it out totally, like a lot. I rinse it out many times to get rid of any excess salt sticking on it. So I cut down on processed food that will give me added salt. And then in my own cooking, I had to reduce salt. If you're buying stuff in the market, you have to look at the labels, read the labels, look at how much salt is in it. So for me, I just went for the Bragg's liquid aminos as my go-to salt. I'm gonna show you what that looks like. This one, Bragg's liquid aminos. This is what I use for salt. Anything that I make, whether I'm making fried rice or just regular food, I put a little bit in there. And sometimes I use a little bit of salt. So I had to watch my salt. And I'm very conscious of what I buy. I read the labels. Most salt products or flavoring, like Maggi cubes and stuff that we use, they have MSG, monosodium glutamate. And if you are not careful in reading labels, they call them different things. You'll not even know that that product you are eating has MSG in it. So you want to Google like the different names of MSG when you go to the store to shop, to make sure you are not consuming that stuff, because it causes allergies and other, it just disrupts your whole system. I had to clean up my shelves, throw out all my Maggi cubes, and just went for miso. Have you tried miso? Miso is a fermented soy product. Miso is actually good for you, and it replaces, Maggi cubes very well. Whether it's the bouillons, all those things, they have MSG. Just throw them out and go for miso. Miso is healthy. It's a fermented soy product, and it has that sweet umami flavor that we want in our food. So I just use miso for my flavorings. And then the other thing that I had to cut out was oil. Girl, oil is not good. There's something called calorie density of foods. If you Google it, and it gives you like a chart with different items and their calorie density, oil is topping the charts. And oil, it has no fiber. It's just empty calories. Some doctors even say oil is not food. We shouldn't consume oil. I know we cook with a lot of oil. Where I come from, if you're making stew and the oil is not swimming on top, you have not started cooking. So girl, cut out the oil if you want to lose weight and maintain your weight loss. Oil will have to go. It doesn't add anything to your body. It just clogs your calories, makes you fat. So cut out the oil and learn how to cook without oil. Yes, for me, I cook without oil now, and I learned how to make my food delicious without using oil. So if you're thinking of stuff like eru, ndole, how can I make that without oil? I'll show you how to make it, and it's still delicious. It's not the oil that cooks the food or makes it tasty. Yeah, it's just beautifying it on the outside and killing you on the inside. So cut out the oil. You can make salad dressing without oil and it still tastes delicious. So I'm going to show you how I do those things. How I had to replace everything and change my lifestyle. Yes. So those are the 3 culprits that you need to watch for, how much you are putting in. And I found this app. It's called Yoka on my phone that I use when I go shopping. So I'll pick up an item and look at the barcode. So you use that app to scan the barcode. It tells you on a scale of 1 to 100 how good or how bad that product is. So when I go shopping, I use it. When I scan a product and it's below 60, I don't buy it. And sometimes it tells you why. The next page on the app will tell you what's wrong with that product. It might have too much oil, it might have too much salt, it might have too much sugar. So, and it might have additives, or it could have like dangerous additives. Some will tell you they have additives, but they're not too bad. They give different coloring. Red is like no go. So it might have additives. So you always check your labels when you go shopping and see the things you've been buying. Where are they on a scale of 1 to 100? Anything below 60, look for the healthy version and buy it instead. That way you also control how much salt, sugar, and oil you're putting in your body. Not just the one that you add yourself when you eat, but the one that comes hidden in the products that you consume. So look for this app and start using it when you go shopping. Shop smart. Yes, don't just pick up products. Look at the labels. What does it have? How much sugar? How much salt? And manufacturers are really smart these days. They will not just say sugar. They use other names, fructose. That just look at the different names of sugar, and when you check your products, look at what is in it before you actually buy it. So I had to, replace these things in my diet, and my overall health improved. Yes, my skin improved, just you lose weight even just from cutting out those things, oil in particular. Yeah. So, look into ways of reducing these things from your diet. or just removing them, replacing them, looking for healthier things, and it will go a long way. You know, just changing your lifestyle is like a new way of living, not something you do for a time. So I just went for healthier things, and I keep doing them. So it's not like I'm on some kind of diet that I will stop tomorrow. No, I will just keep going with these new items. Yeah, I'm not going to be eating sugar. Dates, why would I eat sugar when I have dates that are not only healthy and they have fiber, they're good for me. It's a natural product. So I eat that instead. Yeah. You can even snack on it, just have it in your bag. You're going somewhere, you have nothing else to eat. You know, you might get hungry before you get back home to eat your food, and you didn't take anything else. But if you have like a bag of dates in your bag, it just gives you energy. You eat 2 or 3, you have a lot of energy that can keep you for another hour or 2 until you get back home. So try incorporating these new things in your way of living, and you will see the changes. That was it for today. Thank you for coming, spending time with me, and keep coming as I roll out all the things I did in my weight loss journey. Thanks, and come again. Bye-bye.